Hey everyone, and welcome. So today we're going to talk about something super cool called sovereign AI. But what is that? Well, imagine this. Instead of just playing in someone else's treehouse, what if you could build your very own? You know, with a secret trapdoor and a super fast slide? That's kind of what we're diving into today.
So think about this for a sec. Whenever you play a game on your tablet or use a really fun app, you're actually using AI that some big company built. And yeah, it's a blast, but you always have to play by their rules, right? It totally feels like you're just borrowing their toys, doesn't it?
Okay, so let's use this idea. Using most AI today, it's kind of like just renting a room in a big building. You know, the furniture's already there and you have to follow the landlord's rules, but sovereign AI? That's like building and owning your own house. You get to design the rooms, you pick the crazy paint colors, and best of all, you make the rules. It's 100% yours.
All right, so what exactly do we mean by an AI house? Well, just imagine it wasn't only you building a little treehouse, but an entire country deciding to build its very own AI. I mean, designing it, controlling it, and making it completely truly theirs. And here's the big official word for it: sovereign AI. All it really means is that a country has the power to build and control its own AI. That's it. They get to use their own tools, their own information, and this is the super important part: they get to make their own rules.
So you might be asking, why would a country go through all that trouble? It seems like a lot of work, right? Well, it turns out there are 3 huge reasons. Let's check them out. It's all about safety, making awesome new stuff, and just getting to be you.
Okay, reason number 1. To be safe. I mean, you wouldn't just leave the front door of your house wide open all night, would you? Of course not. And in the same way, a country has to make sure its AI is super secure.
When a country owns its own AI, it's like they have the only key to their house. All the really important secrets, like information from hospitals and banks, are kept safe inside. Nobody from the outside can sneak in. And, just as important, nobody can just decide to lock you out of your own house. It's all about being in control and keeping everyone's important stuff safe.
All right, next up, let's talk about creating brand new things, because owning your AI house isn't just about locking the doors. Nope, it's also about having your very own space to invent and build whatever you can imagine.
Okay, this is probably my favorite reason. It's like having your own amazing workshop or even a giant AI factory right in your garage. A country can build brand new tools to help out farmers or doctors or even students in school. This creates a ton of new jobs for people. Plus, they don't have to keep paying rent to some big company just to use their tools. They get to invent things that solve their own special problems. How cool is that?
And last but not least, our third big reason is all about being yourself. Think about it. Every single country is totally unique, right? They all have their own amazing stories, their own history, their own way of talking, and a country's AI should totally get that.
You know how you decorate your own room, right? With posters and pictures and colors that show who you are? Well, it's the exact same idea for a country. They can design their AI to show off their own unique culture. They can teach it to understand their special languages, their cool history, and all their amazing stories. And when they do that, the AI actually helps keep their culture alive and strong for everyone.
Okay, so this all sounds great, but how do you actually build an AI house? Well, what's really interesting is that there's not just one right way to do it. Different countries are actually using totally different blueprints.
So let's take a look at 2 examples, France and India. France is going big. They're building something you could call a giant AI fortress, one huge, super powerful computer hub for everyone in the country to use. But then you have India, and they're doing something completely different. They're building lots and lots of smaller AI tool sheds. These are special tools made to solve specific problems, like helping with farming, or health, or even different languages. See? 2 totally different blueprints, but they're both trying to build their own AI house.
So what if you were in charge? What would your AI building plan look like? Well, you can actually break it down into a few simple steps, just like any building project.
Yeah, it's a lot like building with Legos or blocks. Step 1, you make the rules. You decide how your AI should be safe and fair for everybody. Step 2, you draw the blueprint. This is where you design exactly how the whole thing is going to be built. Step 3, you gather your building blocks. And for AI, the building blocks are data, all the special information from your country. And finally, step 4, you start using it. You move into your AI house and you just keep making it better and better.
So let's talk about the future of all these AI houses. Why does this actually matter for, everyone?
This quote really explains it perfectly. Just think about it. Every house needs things like electricity to turn on the lights and water from the tap, right? Well, a lot of smart people believe that in the future, AI is going to be just as important for a country, and you wouldn't want to have to borrow your electricity from your neighbor every single day, would you? It's the same idea. Every country is going to need to have its own.
So, when it all comes down to it, what's the one big thing to remember? It's this. Sovereign AI just means being the owner of your very own AI house. It's not about being a renter. It's a place where you're in control, where you're safe, and where you can really be yourself. It's all about building, not just borrowing.
And that leaves us with one last, really fun question to think about. If your country could build its own AI house right from the ground up, what amazing, creative, and totally awesome things do you think it could build for everyone?